Yes?
Me again.
Do the secret sign.
Fine then.
Aye, spot on. I guess you really are one of us.
That's what I told you.
Here, take these. You can hang them up in the upper town.
Posters? I'm really more interested in the clay.
Yeah. Here's some clay as well. May this clod of pure earth serve the good cause.
Oh, it will. So then this hole... that should keep out any poison gas. The rest of the clay is for the golem head. The protesters' poster would be more effective there, but it won't stick without paste. A decent-sized lump of clay, enough to sculpt the golem head. Okay, troll spit isn't as sticky as troll snot, but maybe it'll do as a substitute for paste. So... Mr. Shieldhand?
Mr. Professor.
There's a protest poster on the notice board over there.
So?
It's against Council Leader Van Buren. What filth!
That's vandalism of the worst kind.
Sorry, old friend. Oh, he still looks ready to fight. I'm making progress. Legs are important, but we'll also need some arms and a head. Right then. How should my golem look? Oh yeah, that's the way I like it. Do it. The eyes, yeah. Oh, the nose. Oh, that's tricky. And of course, not to forget the mouth opening. That's it. Perfect. Should Blockin' Van Buren manage to fire me, I think I'll turn sculptor or golem head designer. I have to bake the cranium first. I don't want a soft-headed golem. I'm almost, but the most difficult piece is still missing. The head. It needs a clay cranium. A cranium? With a mouth opening. One of the first clues that demons were in the cameras was that those photographed a number of the graduating class of 1462 is written in ornate script above the image. Hello?
What is the access code?
It's me, Headmaster Block.
I may not.
What can I do for you?
Can you imitate voices?
I can imitate the call of more than 17 birds.
I'm more interested in human voices.
I am sorry. I only have one voice at my disposal. A very pretty voice.
Oh, of course.
I can, however, record speech.
Record speech? What do you mean? Record speech? What do you mean? Fantastic! Fantastic! Okay, you can stop now. How does this recording thing work?
I can record all of your conversations. If desired, I can play back only certain parts of the recording.
You mean that if I can somehow get the headmaster to say 4, 60, 9 and 41 in conversation, you could repeat those numbers in his voice?
Correct.
Excellent. 4, 60, 9 and 41 are the numbers we need. Which ones do we have?
None of the stated numbers have been recorded yet.
Wow, that's not very many.
That's all.
What's the best way to go about building a golem's body?
A golem needs a torso of stone, clay, loam or similar. It also needs strong arms in order to carry heavy weights.
And a couple of strong legs to move around on.
Correct. The head of a golem must be made of clay and needs a mouth in which command notes can be inserted.
That means I'll have to make the head myself. Unless I just happen to find a finished golem head lying around somewhere. I might have some more questions for you later.
And I might answer.
I don't need to talk to Sloth at the moment. I don't have anything to talk to Blout about. There are a whole bunch of articles. Luckily, they don't know about the Cellar Master back home. Headmaster Block?
Yes.
Why did they appoint you, of all people, treasurer?
Well, I think the leader of the council values my punctilious manner and neat bookkeeping. In addition, I was, if I may be so bold as to simply come out and say it, mathematics champion for several years in succession in my youth.
This photograph of a school class was in the wrong cupboard. I'd like to file it away correctly, but I don't know where.
Show me that. The year is written boldly and clearly. 1462.
62?
Yes, 62.
Ah, thanks for your help. So, you were a mathematics champion in your youth?
For several years in succession, in fact.
Then tell me, what is 65 plus 23 minus 33?
55.
Really? I'm amazed by your math skills. I have one more problem for you.
Well, all right then.
What is 60... 20... 47?
41.
Are you sure? I get 40.
41, without a doubt.
Thanks. That's all I wanted. Would you please say the word 9, Headmaster Block?
No. Why should I?
Just because?
Professor Weathervane, it may be that you pass your evenings with silliness, but I prefer to be productive in the twilight hours.
Of course. Forgive me. How many rings of power did the humans get again?
What are you talking about?
In that saying. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in the halls of stone. You know.
Never heard of it.
I wonder whether we should hang up some balloons tomorrow morning for the school's inauguration. Red ones would be best. What do you think? What would be a typical number of red balloons?
We don't have scope in the budget for balloons. I also find them rather unsuitable.
98, maybe? 99?
I said no balloons.
Oh, I could really go for a nice dwarven ale about now. How about you?
It would kill you on the spot. You do know that.
Oh, I grew up with dwarfs. The cellar master always served dwarven ale in the garrison pub.
It's strictly forbidden.
Who says?
Licensing Law, Paragraph 9, Section 1. Dwarven ale may only be served in specially secured underground bunkers.
Paragraph 9 says that.
Paragraph 9, indeed.
Ah, the cellar master probably didn't know that. I'm going to send a carrier pigeon off to him tomorrow morning to warn him. A clear liquid, in a glass, in a bar, what could it be?
Water.
Sure, why not? A nice glass of cold water.
It's warm water. I drink 2 glasses of warm water every evening. It helps the digestive process.
Why don't you drink 3 glasses of water? Or 4?
4 glasses of water in one evening? That really would be decadent.
Besides, you'd probably have to keep getting out of bed to go to the toilet.
Yes, 4 glasses of water would simply be too many.
But it's good that we were able to talk about that. Have to be going.
Goodbye.
What can I do for you?
Ahem! Would you please let me and Headmaster Block in?
I only heard the footsteps of one person.
469. 41.
Oh, pardon me, Headmaster Block.
That's better. It's, 12:33. The inauguration ceremony with the Archmage will be held here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Standard Time. That would be 87 minus 12 in the morning and... The fire's just embers. Wish I had some potatoes. I'm not sure I'd enjoy flying on a broom like that. I'm a little afraid of heights, and when I look at the handle, I can't imagine that it'd be comfortable to sit on. I've just a couple of hours until the school's inauguration. That must be the rat hole Timmy used to get in. I didn't even notice it this afternoon. I think that's why rats make such good intelligence operatives. Nobody pays them any mind. I guess Timmy's already looked in the rat-accessible files. He found the door code in one of them. Blocky won't mind if I borrow his pen. Well, he probably would. But he doesn't need to know. Right then. Blocky was fiddling with this straw when I surprised him. A small bottle. What's this? A letter. Dear Council Leader Van Buren, rest assured of my fullest support during the election campaign. Nevertheless, as headmaster, it is my duty to point Article 47, Paragraph 6 of the school rules out to you. Advertising of any form is prohibited in the school, and I must insist that the entire campus be left out of the electoral campaign. And now, the final inventory list for the ground floor of the school. Then there's a list of all sorts of objects, although it appears Headmaster Block isn't quite finished yet. I'm impressed. The headmaster forbids advertising in school, even if it is for Van Buren's campaign. Law and order seem more important to him than personal benefit. And yet he tries to badger me out of the school. Strange. I was expecting to find something here that would interest Remy. Instead, no bomb, no plan of attack, nothing. The headmaster seems to be the most law-abiding man in Seastone. Could he really be a danger to the Archmage? I'm pretty sure there's a law that prohibits murdering the Archmage. Why is he acting so strange? If he's not part of the plot against the Archmage, then who is? The only thing in this drawer was this bottle. Spidery old-fashioned writing, hard to decipher. Dragon sweat. Dragon sweat! What is the probability of the headmaster having the one ingredient for magic ink in his drawer that I couldn't find anywhere else? Talk about luck. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt. The recipe calls for a 2 cl of crocodile tears. That means it has to be a liquid. Well, I'll add exactly 12 teen drops of dragon sweat to the pot. And done. According to the recipe, I have to add exactly 1 sea stone small ounce of soot to the ink. And I'm not sure that this is 1 sea stone small ounce. The counterweight weighs 3 sea stone small ounces, but I have to weigh out exactly 1 sea stone small ounce of soot. On the one side is the 3 sea stone small ounce weight, and right then, the counterweight weighs exactly 3 sea stone small ounces. The chocolate weighs 2 sea stone small ounces. That means that when the weight is exactly the same on both sides, I'll have added exactly 1 sea stone small ounce to the pan. And that would be the case right now. Exactly 1 sea stone small ounce of soot, and in you go. The soot and dragon sweat are in the pot. All that's missing are the crocodile tears. All that's left of the crocodile tear. No, water may be part of crocodile tears, but it's not an ingredient in the potion itself. No, water may be part of crocodile tears, but it's not an ingredient in the potion itself. The soot and dragon sweat are in the pot. All that's missing are the crocodile tears. Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
Do you sell crocodile tears?
Can order them. Be here in 3 days.
Ah,
Oh, the fine sir.
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
Hello? X?
What do you want?
Here's your chisel back.
Have you found the matching hammer?
Found and tested.
Lovely. Then I'll be out of here tonight.
Well then, I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
The lookout is reporting unfairly and someone has glued these fabrications about the Archmage to the wall. No wonder he... The less I talk to him, the better. the protesters mean well, but they won't achieve much if all they do is make unrealistic demands and protest. They have to be the change they want to see in the world. The water in the bucket's frozen to ice. A small fire spell can't hurt. Ignifaxius ignisfero. The fire is warm and bright, a welcome respite on a cold night. The water in the bucket's frozen to ice. I'm pretty sure that clay sculptures aren't usually baked this way. But hey, this is innovation. And now the golem's body is finished. All that is missing is a spell written with magic ink for its mouth. I don't need to talk. I don't have anything. He's unfair to me and pretends he isn't. I'm only going to talk to him if I have. My first homemade golem. Looks cracking. All I have to do now is put a spell written in magic ink in its mouth to bring it to life. The fire's melted the ice. Now it's water. Filled to the 2cl mark exactly. No, water may be part of All right, now 2cl of water to the salt, and I have the right amount of crocodile tears. The concentration may be wrong, but I've never heard of that playing a role in alchemy. It's the amount that counts, the amount's the thing. 2cl of crocodile tears. Looks good. All right, that's all of the ingredients in the pot. Now to give it a little stir. Ta-da! Magic ink. Right then, what do I need to write on the piece of paper to bring the golem to life? Just live?
Yes, in principle. But in golem language, and that's complicated, I'll dictate it to you. Grolop Grishna Kelabeb.
Wait a minute. Grolop Grishna Kelabeb? Those were a lot of words for a simple live.
Bringing dead material to life requires precise instructions.
Sounds logical, so what now?
Put the piece of paper in the golem's mouth. The rest happens automatically. But not before. Bringing half-finished golems to life is strongly discouraged.
Fridolin may have nibbled on it, but it's still very handy when I need to write something down. Here we go. Blout, it's time. Do you want to watch?
Time for what? What are you two up to?
Williber build golem.
Impossible.
Come, you allowed not to.
Right then. Live!
What are you doing?
I felt it'd be boring without some thunder and lightning and so on. Bosh! It's alive!
Fantastic.
Williber done it.
A real golem.
Help in. We have holidays.
But first, remember, he's going to be the Archmage's bodyguard until the election. It's just too bad he can't speak. Unless, ooh, wait a minute. Can you write? What are your orders, Master? Let's go to the mage school. We can discuss everything else there.
Good work, Wilbur.
Thank you. It feels good to be able to take at least one worry off the Archmage's back. Until then.
Mwah ha ha. Mwah ha 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 ha.
What's going on? You looking for this? What the? Oh, the Archmage spoke of an evil presence in the school, but I never thought that I was the presence. I was under your nose the whole time and you didn't even notice. Are you something like my evil self? I'm no petty sideshow conjurer. I'm the greatest sorcerer in the world. And you're...
Mancus, the sorcerer, son of Archwitch Mortroka, shapeshifter and evil genius.
Yes, I think we've met before, right? Last time we kicked you and your mother's fat butts, if I remember correctly.
But not this time. The alliance will break, and the Kingdom of Shadows will rise again, with me as its leader.
I have to admit, I'm a little impressed. How did you fool us like that?
Well, it wasn't easy. It took a master of intrigue to manage it.
Perhaps true. You were in my first class too, right?
The boy, the headmaster, I was both of them. I was looking for a way to get at the Archmage.
Impressive. Maybe you could, free me and tell me more about it.
You're such a transparent liar, Weathervane. It's shocking.
You're a monster. So what are your plans?
Oh, so this is the part where the bad guy tells the hero his plan so he can scupper it at the last moment. No, not this time. Nothing is going to stop me killing the Archmage.
You want to kill Alistair? You don't stand a chance. He's become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I admit his magical powers are impressive. And he can sense my presence. As soon as I get within a few meters of him, he recognizes my evil intentions.
But how are you? Oh.
That's right. Not magical powers, young friend. Good old physical strength will be his end. One hit from a machine that is neither good nor evil. He won't even know what hit him. You, go on ahead. I'll follow soon.
No! I'm a teacher and a graduate mage. I demand that you release me immediately.
Otherwise, what?
I'll scream really loud for help, or hold my breath until you let me down, or both at the same time.
The walls of this school are thick, and the Archmage should be in the staff room by now.
Then I'll just free myself and stop you.
Oh, how will you do that? Without this?
That's mine. Give it back.
Just as delicate as peace in a world without the Archmage.
This is quite strong, isn't it? I accidentally sat on it once and thought that was it. But it was like new. But you couldn't have known, of course. No one's going to blame you for trying, even if you failed. I'll stop you. You're not going to do anything to Master Alistair.
Oh, really? Master Wilbur Weathervane, the big hero, will prevent it, hmm? The very same Master Weathervane who built me the weapon I need?
No!
What will the people say when it's your golem who crushes the Archmage? And that's not all.
No! I really hope that it wasn't a student. And I hope I don't end up like that. Hey, it makes much more sense when you look at it this way. Nope. No, it doesn't. Some mages can perform magic without a wand. That would be really useful about now. The wand would fly into my hand, I would cut my bonds, and no ice monster or anything else could hurt me. The curtain in my room is slowly disintegrating. Actually, someone needs to clean the classroom from bottom up. And by someone, I do not, however, mean me. I think that's the key to the shackles. It was given to me along with other keys when I accepted the teaching job. Just a little bit further. We gnomes are optimists by nature when it comes to physical characteristics, but I'm afraid the key is still out of my reach. Timmy! What are you doing, Mr. Professor? Long story. You gotta get me out of here, okay? Fast! Okay, what do you want me to do? The key on the desk, Timmy. Can you reach it? I can't get up there. I thought you were really good at climbing. Yes, but not flying. Well, think of something. Can you toss the wand up to me, Timmy? Looks heavy. Try. Oh well. Good try, Timmy. Timmy, a thread from the curtain. Can you bite one off? can! Somehow we need to get Timmy onto the desk. The wand is too heavy for him. He can't throw it high enough. I really hope that it wasn't Stu, and I hope I think that's the key to the shackles. You're doing a great job, Timmy. Keep it up. I have to get out of here and after Munkus. Fast. Every second counts. Timmy's not the strongest or the fittest rat I've ever met, but he's my best chance of getting down from here. Somehow we need to get Timmy onto the desk. The wand is too heavy for him. He can't throw it high enough. Just do exactly what I tell you. Will do. I can't get any closer to it, but I got the skull and a little bone that was hanging off it. The skull's pretty heavy. It'll probably crush Timmy. And if I throw it on the floor, it could break. I'd better keep it. Hey, Timmy! I've got something for you. Catch! Great! Now, please tie the hook to the end of the thread. Excellent! A grappling hook. Can you use the grappling hook to climb onto the desk, Timmy? Great! All right, grab the key. The ruler, Timmy. Can you push almost half of it over the edge of the desk? I've got an idea. Perfect! About half of the ruler is on the desk, while the other half is hanging in thin air. About half of the... Okay, Timmy, this is where it gets tricky. Please stand on the end of the ruler. I know, the chances are 1 in a million, but we've got to try. Time is running out. Ready? Go! Way! Well, how good was that? The shackles, fast! I love it when a plan... Ah! Ow! Well, I'm free. Well done! Now listen to me. You run as fast as you can to your Uncle Remy and tell him that there's an attack planned on the Archmage. Got it?
An attack on Master Alistair?
That shapeshifter Monkus is behind it, and he has a golem, my golem.
We can do it. I'll get Uncle Remy.
Got it! Let's hope I can do something with it. Do I have anything in my room that might help me? Nope, don't think so. Okay, let's do this. I need to get in the hall immediately.
Stop. Admission only by written invitation.
But the Archmage is in there and he's in mortal danger.
Yeah, right.
But...
Look, I'm sure he can look after himself.
I don't have time to play games, Shield Hand. You're going to let me in there.
Hello? Such a tone of voice from oh-so-friendly little Weathervane?
Now!
I don't think so. I think you should... Ah!
Oh, just in time.
Ah, Wilbur, good to see you.
Hello, Archmage. Good to see you too. No! 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 Stop! Yeah!
Enough! I should have known that you'd be behind all this, Marcus. This is the last time you hurt Avantasia. I'm going to have you imprisoned and...
Alistair!
Ooh!
Danger! We have an intruder! Wilbur Weathervane! What the...
You're too late, Shield Hand. The Archmage has been murdered. By him!
But... what? How?
He has murdered the leader of the Alliance, which makes me the new leader. Arrest him, Shield Hand!
But...
Wilbur, this way! Quick, put this on!
Stop them! Out of the way!
The Archmage, we have to...
We can't do anything right now. We should first consolidate our position and gather information. What happened exactly?
Monkus is behind all this. He tricked us all.
Monkus, the sorcerer.
He can use his amulet to transform himself. He assumed the role of the street urchin and the school headmaster, at least temporarily.
We never found him in the Tower of Evil. And how could we? He must have disguised himself as one of our own soldiers and come with us to Seastone.
The golem has never really listened to me. That damned magic slate whispered him his real commands. I built the weapon which tried to kill the Archmage.
If you want to blame someone, then start with me. I encourage you to build the thing. It was my duty to not just think of the good, but also the bad it could cause. And your wand, what was that all about? The Archmage is the most powerful mage I know, and I saw him being turned into a frog, just like that.
I don't know. It behaved strangely yesterday in class too. But I never would have thought that it was so powerful that even a little girl... It was the wand. The whole time. It did all the magic, not me. It's so powerful that even a little girl... It's all my fault. I didn't recognize Monkus, and I didn't realize there was a dark force coming from my wand because...
Wilbur.
Because, in reality, I'm not a mage at all.
What's the situation?
Not good. Another 2 of us have been turned into hamsters. The town is a nightmare in pink. The resistance has collapsed and the lower town is more like a ghost town. The Van Buren girl is transforming everything that is in her mother's way. There's nothing we can do to stop it. How's our patient doing? Come on, Wilbur. You can't go on like this. You've been lying there for days. We need your help.
I've already helped enough.
How many times have I told you it wasn't your fault? But even if that's what you want to believe, please help us sort out this mess. We have to get the wand of Van Buren's daughter and find a way to destroy it. And none of us knows about magical wands. You're the only one who does.
I don't know a thing about magic. I just waved a magic wand around and if all went well, I was able to light a fire. A little girl could transform entire cities with the same wand.
But you still know more about magic than we do. And then there's your legendary ingenuity.
Where did it get me? I killed the Archmage and plunged the world into chaos.
The world is always in chaos. And Alistair might still be alive.
Master Alistair's gone. He was transformed and we left him.
We don't know if they've killed him. The council leader might be keeping him as a trophy. Van Buren has turned the school hall into a headquarters because the Archmage's office in the Mage Tower is hiding from her. And all the rat holes in the school have been blocked off, so we don't know what is going on in there.
That's wishful thinking. Alistair's gone. And if even Alistair wasn't able to stop Van Buren's daughter, then we shouldn't risk any more lives. We've no chance.
We mustn't give up hope. Come on, Wilbur. We'll find a way to break the power of the wand. Together.
I can't. I'd just make things worse.
No, you wouldn't. And you've wallowed in self-pity for long enough.
Hey.
There's no place for layabouts or cowards in the Resistance.
That's not...
Yeah? It's not what, Wilbur?
You're right. I'll go back to the White Ridge Mountains.
Fine. Then go home and wait until the war comes to you. But my ring stays here.
Hey, don't! Ah! Ah!
If you want to know what's going on with the wand, find me at the entrance to the lower caves.
This must be garbage from the upper town. The tableware might not be the latest word in fashion, but it's perfectly fine, apart from the leftovers. What's this? Some kind of little bag. I'll take it with me. I think I'll just leave it there. The plates are covered in greasy leftover sauce, and I'm not a fan of washing up. Especially when I didn't even dirty them myself. The bit of sewer pipe is so heavy that it's sunk halfway into the ground over the years. Not surprising, really. The ground here isn't stone, it's firmly trodden waste. There's a few artificial columns and arches here, as well as natural caves. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some mining done here once. Looks like, a V-belt? I wonder how it got up there. The moon is shining through the hole. That could be my way out of here. Nah, clearly out of my reach. Bag with a drawstring. Empty. A fur collar that looks almost new. Why would you throw something like that away? One could have given it to the poor, or even left it on the chinchillas. Maybe I can get a better view from up there. Yep, definitely better. Not decisively, though. Nah, clearly out of my... Couple of power lines. They lead through the ceiling somewhere up there. One strand goes into the rats' camp, the other leads down towards the junkyard. If I was still small as a rat, I could easily leave the caves. The rats have their secret entrances to the city everywhere. The sink is full of soup bowls. I don't know how many rats come here for a hot meal on any given day. Must be dozens of them. The cook brought me the water skin on the second day. It was high time too. I was dying of thirst. I don't know how long I lay there. It must have been days. The rats were very kind to me, talking to me and offering me stuff to eat. That just made things worse. If they told me off, I might not have felt so guilty. It's made of rubber. That's pretty unusual. Water skins are usually made from everyday material, such as animal stomachs and the like. Not something exotic like rubber. When the candle is lit, it doesn't just provide light, it also warms your feet when you're rat-sized and lying in Timmy's bed. I think the cook will be pretty upset if I just take the candle. The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Remy probably told her to watch me. I think she's a little cuckoo. She mumbles to herself all the time. Hello.
My God, oh God! My, how you've grown!
I'm, Wilbur.
Stu.
You're the cook, and your name is Stu. Isn't that kind of metaphysical? In a cosmos composed of names, billions upon billions of names, you, a cook, are named Stu. Destiny? Fate? Blind chance? Mere coincidence? A fine kettle of fish, indeed.
No such thing as coincidence. Cause, effect. That's all. Ethel's my name. Want some stew?
So you're the cook here in the rats' camp?
Yes. I am good at mixing things. Was a lab rat for years.
You worked in a lab?
For a mad alchemist, until it got too dangerous. Wanted me to trial a face cream that would make you look 10 years younger. I was only 2 at the time.
Oh, right. I get it.
From then on, I tried to be really stupid, attempted to fail at every experiment. The question is, if one tries to fail and is successful doing that, has one really failed?
If you know a lot about alchemy, then you can brew potions, right? Like shrinking potions, for example.
Oh, don't hold much store by magic potions. People start craving them. Start with weak potions from itsy-bitsy little vials, then at some point they aren't enough anymore. Suddenly it's got to be small potions, then medium, then large, then epic.
A single vial that would shrink me back to the size of a rat would be enough for me.
Oh, no, much too dangerous.
What are you cooking?
Stew, it's always stew.
Tasty. What kind?
It's always the same, has been for years, but new things are added every day, whatever happens to appear. If you want stew, come back later, it isn't ready yet.
I couldn't help but notice that you, sometimes mumble to yourself.
I'm thinking.
Well, most people do that silently.
Oh, because they aren't thinking properly. You aren't asking the pertinent questions.
For example?
If glue sticks to anything, then why doesn't it stick to the inside of the glue tube? Why do noses run, but feet smell? Why is abbreviation such a long word?
I don't know.
You see, you take these things for granted, but it's completely mad.
Perhaps one can ask oneself too many questions. What do you reckon?
If a theatre has been filled to the last seat, who has this last seat been reserved for? And how did the inventor of the clock know what time it is?
How do you come up with these things?
There are unanswered questions all around us, and no one is doing anything about it. If you eat pasta first, then antipasta, have you eaten anything at all?
Maybe you shouldn't ask yourself all those questions. Or, at least, not all at once.
Oh, it can do your head in. Was on the brink of creating a self-help group, but then I thought, self-help group, isn't that a contradiction in itself?
Yeah, maybe some questions don't need to be answered.
But are we not here to answer questions? That's why I love alchemy. It gets to the bottom of life's deepest ones.
Can I ask what happened to your leg? An alchemistical accident?
No, I gnawed it off myself.
What?
Down there in the cave. You'd have done the same, ooh.
Somehow, I just really doubt that.
There are monsters there, I'm telling you, and they've got it in for us. If you have to choose between your leg and your life, then you nibble.
It was nice to have met you, Ethel.
Knew you already. You lay in Timmy's bed for days. Why? It wasn't your fault what happened to the Archmage.
You think? Imagine if a few rats were to die because it turned out that, in reality, you couldn't cook. How would you feel?
Not good. I'd blame myself, would feel stupid. But Monsieur de Dumas requests your assistance. You can't leave him in the lurch.
I tried to help last time too, and it ended in disaster. Who can say that it won't happen again?
Questions, questions, tricky questions.
I'll just let her get on with the cooking and not bother her unless it's important. The little guy seems to be doing well. He gets fed regularly, has his own swing. Not a bad life. I don't get to say this often, but I'm too big for that. No, I think I'll just... The plates are covered in... Especially when I did... Clearly out of my reach. That's, all I wanted. Strip of pretty long head fur. Wow! A workshop worthy of a gnome. I wonder whose it is. Works! Oh, this is a clock cuckoo's nest. They are so rare. They build their nests in human houses and disguise them as clocks. When the homeowners aren't looking, they fly around and steal cookies and other treats. As a gnome, I can recognize what that is immediately. A garbage sucker, which sucks garbage in the front and blows it out the back. Some might wonder why, but good inventors never ask such questions. A small box with a switch on it. I will resist. Well, all right. That could be the best machine ever built. Just one more time. A small box with a... Oh. This thing has way too many cogwheels, levers and gauges for me. All of the other members of my family would definitely know what to do with this. But all I ever wanted to do was magic. Boiler, combustion chamber, flywheel, a steam engine, clearly. This is the strangest rock I've ever seen. It glitters and it glows a little. 2 power cables have been connected here. Not very professionally, I'd say. I'd better leave it alone. Why build something out of wood when you can build it out of iron? That was one of my granddad's favourite sayings. That philosophy brought me iron toys, iron shoes for the garden, and lucky, my iron horse. Electrical cable. This workshop is amazingly well equipped, considering it was built from scrap. Someone took the trouble to cut the boards, and I don't need them at the moment. That thing looks magical to me. I don't want anything to do with it. Works! Although it looks more like a replica of a clock cuckoo's nest. There are people who actually hang these things in their living rooms. Everything down here is old and used. Some of it's pretty strange too. But every single thing now has a second life and a new task. I wonder where the pipe comes from. Seastone is known, or shall we say, infamous, for not having any sewers to speak of. Maybe someone wanted to change that, and this is both the beginning and the end of their efforts. I always thought Gnomehole was the only place with electricity, but beyond the White Ridge Mountains, it's been used here and there for years.
Ah, Wilbur, there you are. Have you changed your mind?
No. I just want to get out of here.
Highly regrettable.
What do you want down there in that dark hole?
I found your wand down there years ago. My grandfather, a true rat adventurer of lore, climbed into that hole just to find out what was down there. When he didn't return, everyone thought he was dead, apart from me.
You followed him?
Despite all the warnings, but I didn't find him. Instead, I found a wand. Just as I began examining it, a terrifying ghost set upon me and I fled. I don't know why I took the wand with me. Perhaps it wanted to be taken. When a little gnome came down to our town some years later with big ideas of becoming a mage...
I was very proud of my wand and... Oh. How did the magic wand get there? And whose was it?
I don't know. There are old ruins down there and lots of terrible tales. If I can find out whose wand it is, then perhaps I can find a way to break its power.
This ghost that followed you back then, do you think it's still down there?
I haven't dared return to the darkness for years, because I'm convinced of it.
Then maybe you shouldn't go back down there.
Perhaps you're right, but someone's got to go and find out what's going on with that wand, right?
Remy?
Courage and conviction, Wilbur. Courage and conviction.
Good luck. The hole is eerie. Whenever you get close, it feels like icy fingers are reaching for you. How does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo drum, I'd play it all day long. And night. And then others would throw it in the trash. Ah, got it. Yeah. I don't feel like playing. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. Back in the White Ridge Mountains, I had to listen to long lectures by the cellar master about different types of stone and minerals. Can't really claim that I listened all that attentively, but that looks like a coal vein to me. Back in the White Ridge, can't really claim that... maybe it's a symbol warning visitors about the evil in the hole. Or maybe it keeps the evil trapped down there. There are ancient symbols that can do just that. Someone had to install the pipes down here. How did they get into the underground? And even more importantly, how did they get back out? The design doesn't look too stable. On the other hand, it doesn't look like it was built anytime recently either, which in turn speaks for its durability. The design doesn't look... A massive pipe, perhaps iron or lead. Presumably it transports something from the town into one of the caves down here. And probably, I really don't want to know what it is. A massive pipe, perhaps iron, and probably... Remy will be fine. He's tough, he's smart, brave, everything a hero should be. And nothing ever happens to heroes. Hopefully. There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example. I don't feel like playing. Ah! What the heck? Hey, what's the big idea? Did you build this trap? I'd love to, but I'm stuck. Hey! Stop that! Stop that! Are you nuts? I don't know how deep the hole is. My feet can't touch the ground anyway. I'm a gnome. I'm not sliding in any deeper, but I can't get out either. I'm stuck, like a cork in a bottle. An old rope, still in pretty good shape. I can't quite reach. Hey, little fella, I could use some help here. Hello? I think it's trying to hide from me. I probably scared it. A massive pipe, perhaps iron or lead, presumably, and Got it! I wonder if No. Even if I could catch it with a lasso, it doesn't look strong enough to pull me out of here. That didn't work. The hamster wheel has the right weight, but it's too unwieldy to throw with a rope. I'll tie the stick to the rope. Done. Still too light. There's no water in there anymore. If you help me get out of here, I'll give you a stylish and practical empty bag. Nothing. I wonder if, even if I could... I'll tie the stick to the rope. Done. I wonder if I... Even if I could... I don't know how deep the hole is. I'm not sliding... The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it. The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it. Still too light. Hey, you! Hi there, I just want... An approximately fist-sized stone. That would really hurt if it hit me in the face. It doesn't respond to me. Maybe it just wants to sit the whole thing out. I hope it stays on. There we go. Great. And now, the old heave-ho. That got it. Hey, wait. I'm not going to hurt you. The rope held me once. Maybe it can again. Coal vein in the rock. Not very productive, but it should be enough for a decent fire. Even if I can't do anything else, I'm sure I can throw ropes over things. How does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bomb, and then I don't feel like playing. Even if I can't do anything else, I'm sure I can throw ropes over things. If I had a pickaxe, I might... Or I could get some explosives and detonate them in the fissure below the coal seam. That would not only be faster, it would also be a lot more spectacular. That's, firework. At the end of the war, there was a huge victory celebration in Seastone with lots of rockets and firecrackers. Several fires broke out and the town was damaged more severely than any time during the war. I wish that was more surprising, really. I don't have anything to celebrate, but maybe I can use the black powder for something. The hole is... Whenever you get... Ooh, another firework. No, I think I'll just leave it there. The plates are especially. Ooh, another firework. If the situation in Seastone really is as dismal as Remy says it is, I'll have to be very careful once I leave the hole. That said, first, I gotta get up there. The hole up there is even higher than I thought. I'm gonna need more than a folding ladder if I want to reach it. A bell. I guess it's there to get people's attention, which is usually what bells are for. Should I ring it or not? Do I really want the attention of someone up there? But the hole seems to be the only way if I ever want to get out of here.
Yes? Are you finally finished?
Bill? That you?
Weathervane, a black cat must have crossed my path.
Yes, it's me. Could you maybe loan me a rope?
No way, you're a wanted criminal. There are posters of you up all over.
No matter what they say, I didn't kill the Archmage.
Anyone with any brains knows that. You couldn't have harmed a hair on the Archmage's head, even if you wanted to. But as long as that's the official version of the story, I'd rather not think about it out loud.
How's it look up there? How are things in town?
Dreadful. Not a customer in sight. It's almost as bad as during the war. I should have known. Politicians are bad for business. Every last one of them.
Come on, get me out of here, Bill. I won't cause any trouble.
That'd be a first.
Please, I want to leave town.
Don't blame you, but it's too risky. If Van Buren catches me, she'll probably turn me into a pink, doe-eyed petting lamb.
Come on, for old time's sake.
I'm not putting my neck on the line for you. Ask your friends, those darn rats.
Bill? Bill, are you there? He'll never help me unless there's a juicy profit in it for him. Hey, that's a night that says knee. A huge mountain of rubbish, tons of it. And I just happened to find a carved figurine of my very favourite hero. It's a sign. I've read all your stories. He was brave and proud, and he never gave up. Because of you, I wanted to experience adventure and left the White Ridge Mountains. And you were only a story. Ooh, another firework. The nice thing about the bell, Bill can't ignore me. If he doesn't respond, I'll wake up half the town and people will ask questions.
What do you want?
There are posters of me hanging everywhere.
Here, not a bad likeness if you ask me.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. I don't stink. Or if I do, it's only because I spent a few days in bed.
I told them if they wanted to catch you, they'd have to put a serious bounty on your head.
Would you betray me?
If the price is right, sure. But until then, I'm keeping my head down, like everyone else who's got any sense. Well, you gotta be smart these days, or you'll end up running around in a pink tutu, or worse.
As always, a truly informative conversation. See you later.
You're welcome. I don't mind risking life and limb for our cosy little chats.
Ooh, another firework. Ooh, another firework. Even if I can't do anything else, I'm sure I can throw ropes over things. Coal vein in the rock. Not very productive, but it should be enough for a decent fire. This person is considered armed and dangerous. Like I even own a land shotgun. As if. Remy will be fine. He's tough, he's smart, brave, everything a hero should be. And nothing ever happens to him, hopefully. Nope, the bag is empty. It's not heavy enough. That might even work. Wow! You can inflate rat water skins. Who'd have thought? No, I think I'll just leave it there. The plates are covered in green. The bit of sewer pipe is so heavy that it's sunk halfway into the ground over the years. Not surprising, really. The ground here isn't stone, it's firmly trodden waste.
That must be one of the monsters Ethel was talking about. Better if I have a plan on how to overpower it before it notices me.
Oh, hello. You must be the terrible monster that was destroyed by my son's wonderful trap.
I'm Wilbur Weathervane. You're not gonna eat me or anything, right?
Wilbur? You're not Nate's little friend, the one that was caught by the orcs in the Wildlands?
You know Captain Nate?
Know him? We idolize him. Without him, I'd never have met the love of my life, Esther. Gulliver's the name. Welcome, Wilbur Weathervane. Feel at home. Any friend of Nate's a friend of ours.
I remember Captain Nate talking about zombies who helped him in the Wildlands. Anyway, what brought you here to Seastone?
A better life. If you can make it in Seastone, you can make it anywhere. Hard work still pays round here. I learned that from Bill. He got us the job here.
Bill the merchant?
The most successful trader in Seastone. Only just arrived in town and we're working for a man like that. Not bad, eh?
I'm not so sure if Bill is really such a great guy.
How can you say a thing like that? It was him that smuggled us into town, even though zombies aren't exactly popular here. Sure, it wasn't cheap, but Bill has his costs, and he created a possibility for us to work off our debts. We build these slates for him. They're a hit, he says. He always wants more.
Hey, I had one just like that.
You see? A hit. Bill has a nose for good business. I'll work hard and learn from him. Then I can finally offer my family what they deserve.
My magic slate was evil, and it deceived me.
Magic slate? Poppycock. They are neither made out of slate, nor are they magic.
If they're not magical, how do they work? Because I don't see any gears.
I don't really know. Has something to do with the intelligent stone, as Bill calls it. Fell from the sky one day in a blaze of light. I cut off a thin slab, set it in a wooden frame, and then give it an almighty electric shock. That's all.
You pump electricity into the rock and that wakes it up?
Yes, you could put it like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. It's a serious problem. How am I supposed to finish the last batch if I don't have any power?
I should be at home in the White Ridge Mountains where I belong. Instead, here I am, stuck under Seastone.
Not a pleasant place, and it's better that way. It means everyone's motivated to work their way up and out as quickly as possible.
Do you know a way out of here?
Diligence and hard work, my boy. But you're probably talking about a door or something. I'm afraid there's nothing like that here. The hole in the ceiling is the only way. Yes, we promised an old friend we'd name our first child after him.
And this little robot?
Nate.
Nate?
We promised Nate we'd name our first child after him. We actually wanted to wait a bit, but my little cherry blossom started having problems with depression, said I worked too much and that she felt lonely. You know how women are.
Nope.
So then we built Nate. Well, we started him off at least. He did the rest himself. He's a great little inventor.
Nate built himself?
Once he could hold a screwdriver, there was no stopping him. But he doesn't only tinker with himself, he invented most of the machines in here.
That thing too? It's really impressive. What does it do?
That? He got it in his head that a machine could do my work quicker. But as you can see, it's not working.
No one would ever expect a workshop like this under a junk heap.
Thanks. Built it all myself. I worked on it day and night. Didn't want to disrupt slate production, of course. But it was worth it. My son's an inventor, just like his old man. Here he can learn everything he'll need for later in life.
And Bill came up with the idea for the slates. I never would have believed it.
Why not? He's very innovative. He copied the idea from a trader down south with his very own eyes. At first, he had a couple of carpenters from the lower town work on it, but they just kept wanting more and more gold. Didn't give Bill a chance. He had to let them go and shift production down here. We were lucky that we were standing at the gates at just the right moment and were looking for a job. And now we're just one batch away from earning our own gold.
How do you deliver the slates to the upper town?
Have you seen the hole above the pile of rubbish? Bill lowered us down through it, and every time we finish a batch of slates, we ring the bell and he sends down a basket.
So the hole in the ceiling's the only way out to the underworld?
The only one I know about. And we don't need any more. The current batch is our last. Esther, Nate and I will be pulled out of this stinking place and can finally begin our undead lives in earnest up there.
When will the next delivery be ready?
Never, by the look of things. No electricity.
If I help you, will you take me with you when you leave?
Why not? If you help us, we'll help you too. Of course we will.
Right. Then, so why don't you have electricity?
That's what I would like to know. I guess it's got something to do with those darn rats. They use the same cables as us. They probably wanted to sabotage production.
I can't believe that. The rats are very nice.
Nice? They attacked my wife, wanted to eat her. And now I'm sure they want to prevent us from working our way out of poverty. Don't talk to me about nice.
I think I scared Nate earlier.
He's shy and has never seen anyone like you before. In fact, he only knows Esther and me.
Where is Esther?
Oh, at home, but it's not really presentable. Anyway, you ought to sort out the electricity first.
No problem. Hopefully it's not a big deal. There's a lot to do. Best I get to work.
That's the spirit. You only get anywhere in this life through hard work.
I could fill the water skin back up with water, but if I were thirsty, I could just drink straight from the tap instead. Sure, if no one wants to run in the wheel, you could use water to turn it, but it lacks the blades for that. No, that would just ruin the fur and it wouldn't be fluffy and soft anymore. Ooh, another firework. Gulliver, may I please borrow some boards?
No problem, I've got more than enough wood to complete the order.
Gulliver uses these power cables to shock the magic slates to life. Or at least he used to. The electricity died recently. Gulliver blames the rats. The steam engine's probably supposed to power the strange machine next to it. Doesn't look like it ever did, though. The engineer must have run into a snag. That's one of the little robot's inventions. The machine is supposed to somehow help relieve his hard-working father, but I don't know how. The clock isn't ticking. Presumably, it can be wound through the little hexagonal hole in the dial if you have the right key. I've never seen tape that wasn't useful for something. Everything down here is old and used. Some of it's pretty strange too. But every single thing now has a second life and a new task. I wonder where the pipe comes from. Maybe someone wanted to change that. My own bed is waiting for me in the White Ridge Mountains. It's warm and cozy. If only I could hide myself away there and not come out until I know what to do. Hi, Ethel. Rebby's gone. He's descended into the dark hole.
Oh, he is so brave, all alone in the dark.
He's taking another big risk. I wonder if that's such a smart idea.
Oh, one of the downsides of risk is that it's risky.
Do you know if there's a way out of here? A gnome-sized one, I mean.
That big? No. However, Monsieur de Dumas has a shrinking ring.
He took it with him.
Then he probably wanted you to stay here.
He can't understand that I... maybe I'll feel better after a few weeks at home.
Maybe yes, maybe no. He needs a friend by his side. Not maybe, not in a few weeks. Now. Thinks the world of you. All rats do.
Then I'm afraid you've picked the wrong guy. Remy should never have locked me up in here. He should have just let me go.
Had his reasons. Always has.
He should know that no matter how complicated it is, sooner or later, I'll find a way out of here. I'm pretty good at this kind of thing.
Perhaps that is why.
The soupy stew smells surprisingly good.
What do you mean, surprisingly? Do you want a bowl?
Well, I guess I'm kind of hungry.
One stew coming up.
This tastes fantastic.
Cooking is like alchemy, just fewer explosions.
Maybe if I'm very careful... Ouch!
If you want something to eat, ask.
I don't think Ethel would be thrilled if I just took the candle. A more or less white tea towel. Hi, Timmy.
Hi.
Ethel's an excellent cook, but a little special, isn't she?
Totally crazy.
I might have expressed that a little differently.
Her cage in the lab was just above the cauldron. Too many fumes. But she's harmless, and the best alchemist around.
Ethel believes there's monsters down there, but they're only zombies and robots as far as I can see. They seem to be very nice.
The skull throws things at us when he sees us. The little robot runs away if I get too close.
Maybe I can get them to be more friendly towards you. It looks like the power supply's broken.
It's been down for 2 days.
What happened?
The same that's happening all over. Little Van Buren had some fun. We nicked electricity from the old role-play machine in the inn. And the inn's not there anymore.
The inn? Not there anymore? What about Sloth and Blout?
They're fine, for now. They play along nicely and keep their heads down. They might have a chance.
Oh, bother. Nothing will happen to Remy. He's the toughest rat I know.
But he's all alone down there in that terrible hole.
Maybe. It's not all that terrible.
No one has ever dared to go down there, apart from Uncle Remy and his grandfather. That hole is evil. I wish I could have gone down there with him.
Would it be inappropriate under current circumstances to ask you to go for a run in a hamster wheel?
I'd say. That's why you'd never ask me, right?
Of course not. And would it also be inappropriate to ask Ethel to do it? Yep. Of course. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but you know any way out of these caves?
Dozens.
Even one in my size?
No. Apart from the unreachable hole in the ceiling, of course.
That's exactly what I was afraid of. Timmy? I know you're mad at me, but how about a little more understanding? Imagine finding out that you're not a mage, even though you never wanted to be anything else. Imagine that you're so incompetent that your friends are killed and it's your fault.
But we need you here. The resistance is getting weaker, and Van Buren's getting stronger every day. And you're going to abandon us anyway?
How am I supposed to help you? I'm not a mage. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a healer. I'm not an engineer. I'm nothing. Even the Archmage was powerless against that wand. What do you think someone like me could do?
Could at least try.
I have to go. Clearly out of my reach. An approximately 4 gnome step long board, which, like everything else, easily fits into my jacket pocket. Whatever happened in the inn, it's cut the power supply. If we want electricity, we'll have to make it ourselves. No, I think the plate is... Where should I stick the tape? On the base? On the edge? I'd first have to know what I need to stick the bows to. The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it. No, that would just ruin the fur and it wouldn't be fluffy and soft anymore. Pretty strong and very sticky tape. Welsh tape. It's famous. It's even double-sided. That's twice as good as normal tape. I don't feel like playing. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. Even if I can't do anything else, I'm sure I can throw ropes over things.